Hello, grade 4. How are you? I'm sorry for late today. I just had some issues. Sorry for that. And now I'm recording a video for you, and inshallah, I will send that for you today. Okay, so the last week we were talking about how to convert the customer units. Okay, we talk how to convert the customer units of length and weight and mass. Okay, today inshallah we were going to talk about how to convert units of a metric unit. Okay, so we have two types of units. We have the customary and we have the metric. The customary and the metric. Okay, customary, and we have the metric. Now, the customer unit, we say that this is a system of measurement that they use, especially in the USA. So this is a measurement of a system that they use in the USA. They like using inch, and they use a feet for a length, and they use a yard also, and they use a mile for a length. But in the metric unit, the most of the world use this system, which is the metric system, and we use different things. We use like centimeter or a millimeter. We use centimeter. We use a meter. We use kilometer. Okay, we know that, right? And we are familiar with these things. Why? Because we already use it here in Jordan, and the most of the world use the metric system, and that's why this is something we're not familiar with, because not all of the countries do it, especially just the USA. Okay, now today inshallah we are going to talk about the metric system. Okay, and especially today we're going to talk about the metric system of lengths. Okay, so the length, and when we say the length, we see what the word meter, meter, and all its substance. Like for examples, we have millimeter, and we have centimeter, and we have kilometer, centimeter, and millimeters. All of them are like we take it from the meter itself. So the basic unit here is what is the meter. This is not important. This is not important. Now, what is the important thing? Now we will go to the book, and this is page. Let me see which page. 494. 494. Now we are going to talk about the lesson. Okay. Now, can you see here what do we have? Here we have what? A table. Okay. In this table, that told me that the 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeter, and the 1 meter equals 100 centimeter, and of course what the 1 meter equals 1000 millimeter, and the 1 kilometer equals 1000 meter. Okay, so that's some conversions that we will use. Okay, now let's take an example here. For the standing long jump, Corey jumped 2 meters and Gray jumped 175 centimeters. Who jumped further? So we have the 2 meters and we have the 175 centimeters. Which one is longer than the other? Okay, so it's like here I'm doing the comparison. As you can see here, I'm doing the comparison between the meter and the centimeter. Okay, now because we're having here two different types of measurements, now we'll do what? I will convert the meters into the centimeter. I will convert the meter into the centimeter. So I'm having 2 meters equals what in centimeter? The 2 meters equals what in centimeters? Now look, I want to convert from meter into a centimeter. So here's the meter and here's the centimeter. So this is the relationship. So it's obvious now that I will multiply by 100. So you can see that we are following the same procedure from the first lesson till now, which is what? Just look for the relationship in the table and multiply this number by the number within the relationship. So you need to multiply 2 times 100. Okay, now how to multiply this? We know that we can multiply a number by a multiple of a 10, which is the 100, by multiplying the 2 with the two whole numbers, which is the non-zero digits. So 2 times 1, it's 2. And then you put the 2 zeros. So 200. So 2 meters equals 200 centimeters. Okay, so we having here the 2 meters, which is 200 centimeters, and here we have 175 centimeters. So Curry jumped 200 centimeters and Gary jumped 175 centimeters. And now we know who jumped further. Okay, so we still doing the same, guys. I'm having this table. Okay, I'm having this table. If I want to convert from one unit to another, I will just use these numbers. I will just multiply by these numbers. Okay, now let's go to see more examples. Okay, now let's see here. 5 kilometers, I want to convert it into meter. Okay, now the relationship above, it's what? It's that the 1 kilometer equals what? Equals 1,000 meter. So I'm multiplying by what now? By 5,000. Okay, let's do it here. Sorry, by 1,000. So 5, which is the something that I want to convert, times the 1,000. Now you can see this number on the table above. Okay, the 1,000. And when you multiply this, that will be 5,000. Why? 5 times 1 is 5. Then you have 3 zeros. So you put 3 zeros like this. So the answer is what? It's 5,000. So the 5 kilometers equals what? 5,000 meter. Again, now we have 75 centimeters need to be converted into what? A meter. Okay, when you go up for the table, you will see that, let me write it here. You will see that 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeter. Okay, great. So I'm having what? I'm having 10. So that means I will multiply 75 by 10. Okay, now 75 times 10. How can we multiply this? We said always multiply the non-zero digits by the non-zero digits. So 75 times 1, it's still 75. And we have a 0 left. Put the 0. So 750. So the 75 centimeters equals 750 millimeters, and so on. That's it. We're still doing the same, guys. We're still doing the same. See what you need to convert between. Go up for the table. See the relationship between them. So for example, here, this is the centimeter and this is the millimeter. So it's 10. That means you need to multiply by 10. As the relationship is 100, that means you need to multiply by 100. If it's between the meter and the millimeter, that means you need to multiply by 1,000. And if it's between the kilometer and the meter, that means you need to multiply by also 1,000. That's it. We're still doing the same. We just multiply. Okay, guys? Now, here, it's super easy here. We don't have any problem. Let's see, what do we have here? What metric unit you would use to measure to measure each? Now, the length of your math book. Okay, now the math book is pretty small. Okay, the math book is pretty small, so I prefer to use the centimeter to convert it, to measure it. I will use the centimeter. Okay, let me write it here. Centimeter. Centimeter. Okay, now the distance between two cities. Now, yeah, the distance between the cities is too far. Okay, so I will use the kilometer. This is not a question, okay, to solve. It's just based on your how you understand the measures or not. Okay, so how big is a kilometer? You need to understand that the kilometer is something big and the centimeter is something small. That's it. Now the length of a fly. Okay, the fly is too tiny, right? The fly is too tiny. So it's even less than centimeter. So I will use a millimeter to measure the length of a fly. Okay. So we have the length of math book. I will use the centimeter. This is something based on your understanding. Okay. It's not something you will see in exam. This is something you won't see in exam. Okay. It's just something based on your understanding for the measures. Okay. The centimeter is something relatively small, so I will use it for measuring the length of a math book. Now the distance between cities, yeah, it's a big. The distance between cities is something big, so I need a big measurement. So I will use the kilometer, and we see that. So for example, the distance between Irbid and Amman, like 80 kilometers, right? And now the length of a fly, the fly is too tiny, too small, is even less than 1 centimeter. So I will use the length of millimeter. Okay, that's it. Now, complete the table. I want that from you as a homework. Okay, complete each table. Okay, now 1 meter equals 1000 millimeter. So 2 millimeters, 2 meters, you multiply by 1000. Here you multiply also by 1000. And here's the same. It's 1 centimeters equals 10. 2 centimeters, you multiply 2 by 10. You multiply 3 by 10, and that's it. Okay. Hope you wish you have a great day, inshallah. I will see you tomorrow. That's it for today. Have a great day. Bye bye.